How's it going, everyone? Welcome to yet another episode of Unfiltered Immigration. Very interesting episode. And this is Unfiltered Immigration, right? So that's why we are having this unfiltered conversation. So if you don't know me, my name is Sanuj, and on this channel, I'm trying to spread the awareness on the discrimination faced by high-skilled workers based on their country of birth. So if you are not subscribed, please subscribe. That helps to reach more people with this channel. All right, without further ado. Let's see. Okay, so this is as you might know that we are doing this Kickstarter campaign for the master plan, right? And then there is a lot of people love the idea. They want to help out. So someone on the Twitter posted about that campaign, that about also about the fundraising, right? And someone came and commented this that Anuj has no credibility. He works with the people who actively worked against green card backlog, folks such as now this name they mentioned, that doesn't matter, right? You can put whatever name you want to put, which you think that who is working against green card backlog. That's you can substitute the name, but that's what he commented. And why we are doing this, right? That did I needed to address this comment? Because I'm sure that that's not the case. A lot of people are supporting me in many different ways, right? And so I don't think so that's the case. But then this comment has zero likes, no one has retweeted it. Then why we need to talk about it? I think that it's important to talk about it to set the right expectation that we are starting something and what it is gonna be look like, so people don't have false assumption about what's gonna happen, right? So that's why it's important to talk about it, right? And just for the context, I think the comment Vinay posted about, it's like probably inspired because I did a protest event and someone probably Vinay doesn't like, they came to the protest to support us and that he didn't like, so then I lost all the credibility for Vinay. But here is the question, right? That let's talk about the few of these people who he works with, the people who actively work against green card backlog. Now that could be a lot of different interpretation, but let's just talk about few people who in the past has not supported or put obstacle in between getting a relief for the green card backlog folks, right? Let's talk about the first person. Dick Durbin, you might know. So if you know, then he, when this bill was about to pass in the Senate as 386, we all know as the Eagle Act, right? He blocked that bill for a long time. And we lost a lot of time because he blocked that bill. So now that's clearly his action are on the record. So in the past he has opposed it. And now his Senate majority whip, right, is probably the third highest ranking member of the Senate or second. And his job is to make sure that all the Senate in the Democratic Party, they vote against the values which Democrats represent, right? So now my question to Vinay is that, okay, let's say this is someone who is at the very high position. For us to get a relief, it's important to work with them. So it's like someone who worked in the past against us. They might have their own reason, but it's because they did something Now let's say we are starting this, right? And if Dick Durbin comes and supports us, like we gonna stop us them that okay, you did such and such thing in the past. Now we don't want your support ever. Like what options we have, right? That he wants to support us, we need to, and that's what we are all. This is the whole point of doing all this efforts, right? That to get the people on our side who are not currently on our side, right? Then if we don't want these people on our side, then what's the point of doing all this, right? So like what options we have, like let's talk about some more folks, right? You recognize who this all these four people are? So these are the four people who testified, gave testimony against the Eagle Act. This is now last Congress. So this is in December 2022. Four people spoke that why the Eagle Act bill it's not good, and because of that testimony, the bill didn't even came to for voting. So my question to Vinay is that these are the people who clearly opposed. I did something against the green card backlog, right? But they are still the member of the House, right? They are, so they are still the member of the Congress. Yet, like now, like let's say they have a change of heart, and maybe they didn't supported one bill, but there is another bill which gives relief to green card backlog folks, and like let's say. Chip Roy wants to come and support, who is Area 51 podcast favorite person, right? So like if he wants to come and support, we gonna stop him that okay, like because you blocked once or because you testified once, now we never want your support, right? What options we have? And again I'm saying the same thing that that's what we are working on, right? That we are working on to get the people on our side who are not on our side, and if we don't want that, then what? Like then we are the one who are like working against ourselves. This is another last example in this section is that if you know that ILA is the organization which is made up of around, they say that I think 16,000 immigration lawyers, right? That's a huge organization probably, and if it is true that 16,000, then that means that probably most of the immigration lawyers are part of this organization, and they have also sent a letter against S386 to the Congress, right? So this organization has worked against green card backlog in some way, you can say that, right? But now if ILA wants to support us, we're gonna say that hey, no, we don't want to get the support from them. Like you want them to support us, and that's what we're gonna work, right? That a lot of the people hasn't understand this issue, that how bad it is for America, how much it is hurting, because for whatever reason they don't have someone close to them who has been going through this, right? So for whatever reason they have been opposing. But right, that's our goal, right? To work with these people, and if they want to willing to come out and support us, we shouldn't like create any resistance for them. So and that's like if you are like trying to hold that kind of grudges, that's very, I guess, childish behavior. That childish behavior is like kind of like if they did something wrong to you, you don't never want to talk to that person, right? And we live in a very practical world. Here is an example of that. So this is the post by Donald Trump. This is from this year. He posted this against Vivek, right? That you can read that. I'm not. It's crazy. I'm not gonna read it. But basically, he says that Vivek is not MAGA, right? So like because he said about that, you think that Vivek went and like they are not gonna never gonna talk about it. No, they are like practical people, and immediately that week Vivek withdrew from the campaign, and like he supported Donald Trump, and now they are working together because that's what people do. That it's like, okay, on the some agendas we couldn't agree, but that doesn't mean that we cannot work together, and that's like they have to, right? Otherwise, it's like you are working against yourself. So and in the same way, right, that this there is a famous saying that it says that every saint has a past and every sinner has a future. I'm not saying that people who didn't supported us in the past committed some kind of sin, but it's a good way to say that that people change, right? People change over time, and some people had some different views around this issue. Then that view can change, or we will work on changing that view. But when that view is changed, we want to welcome them with open arm, right? And it's not like, because like, let's just give you an example, that there is a leader of a US tech worker, right? He is working kind of against green card backlog. Now if he has a change of heart and if he wants to support us, we should accept that support. But it's not like because he's supporting us, now we should stop doing whatever we are doing and now let him resolve the green card backlog. That would be stupidity. That relying on someone else totally to give us a relief, that would be stupidity. But like not accepting someone's support or working with someone regardless of what their views were in the past would be stupidity as well, right? So that's another last quote that as MLK has said, that hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that, right? And if like someone wants to come out to our event to support us, and if we say that, oh, for whatever reason you should not come out to our event or you should not join our whatever, right? Then we are creating this kind of hate, and that hate will then inspire them to keep that view, right? That then there will like green card backlogs should exist because these people are not the good people, right? Stephen Miller supported high skill immigration. Is going to be my new best friend. Yeah, so yeah, exactly. That anyone who, regardless of what they did in the past, if they are now doing that, they are our best friend now. And it's not like then we gonna rely all our hope on them that, okay, you fixed it up. We gonna keep working on whatever we need to do. And that's, we need to do that, right? And just give you now coming back to this credibility thing, right? That you have to judge people by their action. Talking to Vinay specifically, that think about like you took one event or whatever happened and now you are saying that Anuj has no credibility. And you forgot about everything I have done. I'm not sure you have been following me or not. And like a lot of the people always come and advise me, right? That here is just one comment that you use your real identity only in advocacy with legislative officers, not on X. And I don't care about that. That I have taken so many risks, went to all the 50 states, even like the most conservative states. Sometimes I stood outside of the state capitals alone. Just think about it, that if you want to hire someone to do that, at least in the 50 state protests, go talk to a lot of people, record those videos, upload those videos. Like just think about how amount of risk or how much you have to pay them, right? Or like go to my Twitter or X as they call it, go to my highlight section and look at some of the posts I have written, like how much time I have taken out to explain and spread this awareness on this issue in a many different way, right? And this is what we are doing today as well, right? A lot of people are joining, watching this live. We are doing this on Saturday. We could have done much more fun things. We could have there are a lot of entertaining things on Netflix to watch. But why we are doing this? We are spending our time and energy to bring these people on our side, to bring this solution. And then if you don't agree on one single thing, and then you're like, oh, this person has lost all credibility. I don't know how to what to say to you, right? That like where you gonna find people? Like what are your other options, right? That so. What is the yeah? So that's what I'm gonna say to you, Vinay. Right? That your comment. Let's say that now because you said this kind of comment, if I say that, hey, Vinay, we will never accept Vinay, right? Or I will defend your right to be supporters. Like if someone says from that, hey, Vinay, or the person who posted this comment and you went ahead and commented and that post is, they says that, okay, Vinay commented this because now we never want to support Vinay, or we don't want Vinay, we don't want to see Vinay at our event, then I am there to defend that as well. That okay, whatever people said in the past doesn't matter. Now you come, your point of view has changed, and we're not gonna hold something you did in the past against you, right? And that's our goal, is to unite people and work alongside each other, not like keep that's why I say that I don't see people who has worked in the past as our enemy, because they might have different motivations, they might have different understanding, and we are going to try to change it. But the reason I wanted to do this is that to set the right expectation, that as we are starting this organization, our goal is to work with anyone who wants to work with us and get as much support as we can get. We want to change people's mindset as well, that this is for good of America and it's unfair, so we need to end this, right? Yeah, right. Yeah, I know that I didn't need to say that, but like, yeah, the reason we are doing this is to set the right expectation, that a lot of the people you might not like today, we might work with them as well, but we are working with them, so we have organized, combined efforts and get people on our side. Uh, uh, Karkara Orange asked that Dick Durbin, will you hold grudge against him? I don't think so. I will, and it's not like what I'm saying is that if Dick Durbin wants to come and support us, I'm not going to stop him from supporting us. So that's what I'm saying. That and I don't want to hold grudge against anyone because that's not good for me, right? That if I'm holding grudge against someone, then that's unhealthy for me. So holding grudge, regardless of Dick Durbin or whoever you call it, right? So and he's senator for so long time. So I'm sure that he has done amazing things. Otherwise, you cannot stay a senator for so long time. So the people are electing him again and again because he must have done some good things, and probably on these things there are some for whatever reason we are not on the same page, but we'll try to get on the same page, right? So okay, the people who still has some credibility in me, yeah, the Kickstarter fund, it's going well. A lot of people, you have said this in many different places, right? So that's great. We're getting good momentum. Now 115 people has donated already. We want to see more numbers, right? That there are like a lot of them. We say that there are a million people in the backlog. Talk to the friends or anyone you know who is in the backlog but not doing anything right now. Ask them to like donate $10, contribute $10, because the reason if you do that, the good thing is that you are starting the conversation, right? That you are spreading the awareness that this is the issue. You are explaining the issue, and then if they support us, like if they contribute, great. Even if they don't, then you get to have this conversation with someone. You will improve your arguments as you have more and more this conversation. You are spreading awareness. So yeah, encourage more people to contribute it. This week I worked with I had a couple of calls with different people, figuring out different right structure, and I also had call with the compliance. There are like a lot of things around it, and we want to make sure that we do these things right way so we can scale it without any issue, right? That we want it to become big so we can get to the solution faster. So if we do the things right way, the legal way, then we won't have any issue going forward. So yeah, if you haven't watched the master plan, the link is in the description. The Kickstarter fund link is in the description as well. So yeah, please share it, please check it out if you haven't, and all the people who has taken time to join and watch this, thank you so much, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Have a good rest of your weekend, and I'll talk to you soon.